So welcome guys, I try again because I just was talking to myself for 20 minutes without knowing I forgot to plug the microphone. So let's try again. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to bring with me for a 2-day trip with my kid that is 8 years old. I'm a stepfather that doesn't have a lot of experience outdoors, and we changed it recently from a mountain trip to a fishing and pack rafting trip, and we're going to bring the level with us. My stepfather said, "Oh, it's just going to be too much of a hassle, don't make it difficult," but it's really not difficult, and I think it's going to be a great trip for my stepfather because he has never tried a pack raft before. My kid has, and the technology in the lava stuff has changed a lot since the recent years, so it's not so heavy anymore. So I need to be sure because we're going to stay for 2 days, and I want to bring just enough gear so we can have a nice time. This is going to be on my kids backpack. This is my wife 3-season sleeping pad. I might go and change it with the summer sleeping pad, depend on the weather. The sleeping pad is going to use is his own. This is the Termarest 4-season backpack, sleeping pad, and it's served very well for him. It's small and it's very easy to set up. I have actually learned him how to use this a lot. His own cup, very cool. His own Leatherman, his own stuff to eat with, his light, and we're probably going to bring like a couple of games we can play a lot. We're going to leave away the Switch, the Nintendo Switch, and try him to not focus on the Nintendo Switch and go outdoors with his grandparent and his father. He's going to be using some new shoes he's have now. You really should use him a bit more before he went, so perhaps he will bring this to school tomorrow. And I've been using this half boot. It's a bit less for the big boot that I normally like to use. They are more stiff, but they are a little easier to actually put it on. I'm going to bring in here and some new soles, because the biotech soles that I have inside there are going to be used with the normal trail runner shoes. Now, I have been tried to like this kind of trail runners in Norwegian weather, but this is actually very comfortable to wear, but it's terrible to use outdoors. It's a very big different things from the normal boot that I use, and I'm finding myself in the outdoors in Norway. I want to stay away from the trails. I don't want to go walk the trails, and even the trails are partly very stiff, so it's very easy to actually wrist your ankle because you don't have any support, and you have it here. And I have told it before that the most common thing that can ruin your whole outdoor experience is having a very bad twist on your foot. So very good soles. I've been wearing this once on the Nijmegen. Has a lot of support. If you didn't know, I'm allergic to to tape, Leuco tape, so I can use tape on my feet, so I need to use some kind of a gel foot that I normally have here. I'm not going to wear this now, and I need to have some protection because I normally carry a lot of weight that I'm going to be using now, so these are a very good thing. The best sock, I have told this a lot of time, is the Super from Ulvang. If you go to ulvang.no, I'm not sponsored by them. I have tried many socks in my life, and it's the Ulvang Super that is the best sock I have ever tried. You should really give it a try. They have a lot of type like hiking, alpine, outdoors, sports sock, but it's not anyone that is as good as the Super variant that they still have producing. It's a very thin merino wool with a lot of stuff. I will really recommend features to use. I'm going away from the Under Armour very underwears that is normally been very good, but I cannot find the black, red, and I tried the gray ones, and it's not the same. I'm going to bring a new market time. This is from Saks. It has it's more designed for the outdoors probably and hiking than the Under Armour, but it's practically the same. So hopefully it's a good underwear. This is a Norwegian hoodie. This is actually inspiration from Craig Davy Adams and Darwin on the Trail and Dan Becker as well. This is a hoodie, a very thin hoodie made from merino wool and silk, so it's very fresh. It's not very warm, but it's very lightweight. I really like it, and it's from the Northern Playground. So it's a Norwegian product, so hopefully it's good enough. My Fjellreven pants, the brown ones that I like very much, are a bit too small. Norwegian outdoors Papa Warrior. So I need a new set of pants as well. The normal light variant also have a little in the back as well, so I'm going to try new pants. I don't really know about this side. I've been seeing a lot of people both recommending and stuff, so hopefully these are good. These are the Revolution rate. They are very cheap. It's like $600 or $50 on sale. It's like a polyester kind of type with I really like the straw. This is one thing that I really miss from outdoors pants, the lightweights and some of the hard. This is probably going to be a good exchange. You will see. Fishing. Okay, so my kid is going to be using a very cheap but small rod. I'm going to be carrying this from him, and this is the normally the one that I use for either the chirp sonar, the echolot, or a reserve, my reserve. So it's actually his own. This is his own stuff, so he's going to be wearing that, and I'm going to like give him a new lure, so he can actually, oh cool, it's not a game, it's not a thing, so perhaps he can actually appreciate other kind of gifts. So I'm going to try to gift him a lure, and another one for my stepfather as well. I like the color because being my lucky color, and I don't know why, but I normally get fish with this kind of color. We're going to take some flies to also put on top of the worm, so we can actually, because we're going to stay there 2 days and probably fishing most of the time, we're going to use some time with the chirp Ecolot that doesn't take any space, is very lightweight. And my kid loved this because when I connect this to this phone and some fish passes underneath, it notifies the phone and you can see how big the fish is. And my kid, as soon as you put something that is related to a screen, he gonna love it. So he had loved this before. We have tested it. So now that we have the pack raft, and my stepfather, we're probably going to have some fun with it. So it's not very complicated to take. But I take it in front of me because I need to recharge these things as well. It's not a must-have anyway. This is mine. I might change this, but regarding that my stepfather is going to bring one, then you have my kid with the nylon, and then I have me with the more stronger. Probably don't need that. I'm terrible with the rods. I break them all the time. So I have invested in the Beastmaster this time. It's a bit long, but these aren't very easy to get now these days. So hopefully it can last me for a long time, and I don't break it this time. So kind of tired of breaking this stuff. Okay. Sleeping pad. My favorite sleeping pad was the Amok, the white one. It was a bit bigger. This is the new Fuel Light, long and wide. That is the ultralight version. I really like the Amok one that I had because it was big. It was very comfortable. It doesn't make noises as the Thermarest normally does. And the good thing about this pad is that you can also use at the hammock, especially the Amok hammock that I have, the only hammock that I actually use. You can use this pad in there as well, and it's not as warm and the other down pad that I had. This is a luxury, I must have. It doesn't weigh more than 600 grams. This one is rated -7 degrees and 19 Fahrenheit, so hopefully it's a very good buy. The last video that I posted right now, I talked about sleeping pad, and sleeping pad is a most for me if you want to have a nice time outdoors. Okay, this is my watch. I put it in here because I need to recharge this as well. Sometimes this serves as my GPS, just a backup. I also record where we move, because when I record when we move, if I tend to lose something, I can actually lock back the route and go back the same way that I came, just in case I lost something. So it's a good thing to have an outdoors watch. This is Dyneema. This is new to me. This is a pod. I will be using a lot of these pods lately instead of the normal sack, because this is something that is not very used in Norway. But I really like this Dyneema stuff, and I will be changing the pack that I have in 100 liter. I'm not going to sell it, but I'm going to use a smaller, lighter pack, something in between my ski pack that I have and the big one that I used for the last expedition. I'm going to bring something in between in Dyneema from hopefully Hyperlight, because I'm talking to them right now and signing some affiliation things. So Dyneema things, I think is the way to go. It looks very nice. What I have in here, this is my new wallet. I hate to take a wallet outdoors, so I normally going to put some kind of a card, credit card here with some money, and perhaps my batteries is going to be here. So I put it in here because I need to recharge the stuff. This is a recommendation that I got from Dan Becker, a very good hiking YouTuber that posts a lot of gear reviews. This is a very lightweight pets, like 300 lumens in my favorite color, orange, and has a lot of good. It's very lightweight. You can charge with an USB. That is a must for me. So very good. Probably it's going to be mosquitoes where the fish are, so we need some kind of protection. Here comes Oliver as well. And then I have hello. And then I have like jeg litt opptatt nå, Oliver, men bare gå inn, du. Then I have a little survival kit, very small, doesn't take any spaces. I have put like very important things that is a must just in case. It doesn't take any weight, and I think this will be fun to actually add to the stuff. Okay, so another this is a new addition. Normally I bring a very big thing that I put a lot of stuff in it. I really like the organized stuff, and here I have like a mirror, I have some towels, I have some sunscreen, I have my toothbrush, some for sleeping better, and I've taken also the recommendation for Darwin on the trail to bring a shovel that is very lightweight. This is the Deuce 2, very lightweight, so you can dig a hole, use toilet paper and dig it back so it stays down there. Recently he told me må bare bli ferdig med videoen, okay? There's Oliver. This is a bidet, actually, portable bidet. You put a smart bottle and then you fresh your ass with the water. I'm going to try it to try to use less of this, but I'm going to bring toilet paper because for him is probably not, or my stepfather is not going to use a bidet. Så ikke gjøre det. So you need to keep it simple because you don't want to be hassling with these things when it matters. Other thing I have here is a little first aid kit, so I'm going to bring the first aid kit in the and this kind of stuff because normally I bring a bit too big. Nei, Oliver, ikke nå. Vente litt, dere. Gå på rommet ditt og så gjøre det. Hvis ikke så forstyrrer du det her. Nei. Du kan sette på uten lyd, okay? Yeah. You need to wait a little bit because if not it's going to happen. This is a massage ball. This is also from inspiration from Darwin. A deodorant is I cannot get it any smaller than this, and this is in case some twinks is ankle. It's very easy to have, so I'm going to bring this stuff with me as well. So it's kind of this is practically the same thing. But it's a little more common, more easy to take with, and it's a bit more organized than the one from the Hidden Woodsman that I've been taking before. It's a bit easier to see. So this is for the oven. I'm not sure if I'm gonna bring this because I have this kind of serve the same thing. This is, you do it manually. This actually does for you, but it can stay like that and it can provide more warmth to the lava from the oven. This is my water bottle, filtering, very good. Probably gonna filter and put it in here too, so my kid and stepfather can also drink. This is also good to have if you're using an oven, to put the water beside the oven, so you have a lot of water for both food and stuff. This is going to be a luxury item we're going to bring. This is from Svante Sweden from Sweden, and this is a reflector oven with a grill. I have put it here. We're going to try to make pizza one day and hamburgers, and we're going to try to put this beside the oven or a bonfire. It's not a really must have stuff, is only a luxury item. It packs very well, though it's a bit heavy because it's stainless steel, and it's a very good thing to actually make some food, because this time we're going to actually make most of the food from scratch. We need some. My stepfather is very practical, so perhaps you can help me with some woodworking. I'm going to bring a very sharp granforsbruk. It's not very heavy, and we're going to bring a silky saw, Japanese, that is very sharp. This is a very sharp tool. It doesn't weigh too much, but it's a must-have if you're going to be using an oven. The oven is from Nortent, gave it to me. This is a sponsored product. It's a titanium oven. It doesn't weigh too much, and this is the thing I want to take with me, only to also show Oliver is normally used to having this oven with us, so it's not a problem. And my stepfather, I don't think he has seen this kind of technology, because it's titanium. It's really lightweight. I'm going to show you how easy it is for us to have an actual oven, and for this you can actually walk some kilometers and not having any problem with it. The cooking stuff. Okay, so we have a little to flip burgers and stuff. We have something to boil water. This is for my stepfather, just in case he doesn't have like a cup. A little kettle so we can boil some water. We're going to bring a little primus as well, because we really don't want to make use of the oven all the time, so we're going to bring a little gas stove as well. This is some salad just for cleaning, measuring. You can put it in here, for example, and clean with some drops of salad. This is also good for washing yourself if you must. Boiling some water and put it in here, and you can actually wash yourself. This is one of my favorite pans, P2 Summit, I believe, for making food. Oliver has his own stuff for eating here, and then I have one for myself, 3 just in case some of them don't have. Is for eating. It's not a good thing to be eating with your fingers, and if my stepfather don't have, we can actually serve. You can use this, and I can use this, or stuff. This is normally for painting, but this you can actually fit inside the backpack. You put this backpack on the pack raft, and you can probably put it like this or something, and then you can have the raw, and then you can do some paddling while the raw is there. It's a very easy way to have a rod and just put it aside for a moment or two without too much hassle, because when you are in the pack raft you don't have a lot of space, and you have something to actually put your stuff. The backpack will be carrying most of the things. It's a very heavy pack raft. It's the 100 liter. I've been using this in the army and Nijmegen. Cordura lasts a long time. if it gets wet, it gets heavier, so that's a down. But this is the only thing I have now to actually carry a lot of things. I'm going to actually invest in probably a Hyperlight 70 kilos, so that is 70 liters, that is less smaller than this one, and that is in Dyneema, the same stuff that I've been showing you, and that is way more lightweight, so inspiration from also other YouTubers. And this stuff is something that we don't really have too much in Norway, so I really want to try it out. Camera gear, I'm filming on the tripod from Hyperlight, very lightweight and very practical. Hyperlight, peak design, sorry. A very practical tripod, and with the tripod we have the light on top, and that also needs to be recharged, so we have some light as well when we are filming and when we are doing stuff. Okay, we have also very important tool. This is for the sleeping pads. You should not use this on a down sleeping pad because you're probably gonna pop the sleeping pad and you're gonna have down all over the place. I think that happened actually with the last time I used the Lavo, or down all over the place. So this is to blow the sleeping pads and the pack rafters. So it's very important, it saves a lot of time and also need to be recharged. On top of my tarp, another sponsored product from Nortent. This is one actually of the best tarps I have ever tried. It's very easy to set up, it's very easy to put down on the sacks because it's seal nylon. It weighs literally nothing. Some stacks here as well. Okay, so this is going to be on top, because we are bringing a Lavo. I don't want to really set up a Lavo if it starts to rain, and we can really use this very quickly if we have to, and set it up on the top, because if my kid gets wet and it starts to pour rain, it's not going to be a very happy moment, and we need to have some kind of a quick deployable stuff. I need to bring a small ultralight pillow. I think I have downstairs, so I need to go and get it, but this is an inspiration from Dan Becker. I'm going to try the pillow from Thermarest. I took the extra large one to try it out. I think this is perfect for me, and probably might be just a gimmick thing, but I really like the moons. I'm a space guy, I love space talk as well, so I think this is going to be a very good pillow to sleep in, though it doesn't pack too small really, but hopefully it's a good pillow to sleep. This is also new, so I will pack it all later. The Lavo from Nortent, Lavo 4. I have taken out the floor of it, the footprint. But we have the inner tent, and then you have the carbon pole. This is not a freestanding Lavo, but it's very cozy when you put it with the oven. This is going to be our base camp. We're going to sleep here in 2 days. I'm going to show also my stepfather that this is very easy and very luxurious to sleep on, compared to a Lavo that they produce in like 8 years. That is way more bigger and a hassle to bring. This is very easy to set up if you know how to do that. And with the oven, it's just a luxury thing. It's going to be great. We could probably sleep down the tarp if we wanted, like only set up the tarp and just sleep outdoors, but since I know the place, I know that it's going to be a bit of ants on that specific place, and yeah, and you really, maybe we sleep one day in the tarp and perhaps the other one in the lavabo. So we will see. We have the option, at least. Okay, this I need to bring a vest for probably my stepfather and my kids, especially my kid as well. This is for the pump. In here, this is mine. I have my knife. This is my hunting knife. I like this knife because it's very sharp and it's very good for fishing, cutting as well. This is the signature knife from Jim Shockey. Some replacement knives here. It's very good knife to actually bring and very easy to just have it here instead of here when you're dealing with a pack raft and might be cutting yourself. Let me see. Here I have some bushwhackers for strapping the backpack in the raft. Bushwhackers are the brand of Lars Monsen. It's practically only a strap and it's called the Bushwhacker strap. No under than 1 centimeter. I think I already have it on one of those backpacks, but anyway, it's going to go with me. In the other pocket, the small one, is some repair kit for the pack raft. These are some Kevlar, some patches for the pack rafting, just in case we puncture one and we need to get back, and then we need to use a quick sealment, just temporary, until we get it fixed. You never know. My fishing kit, just a normal fishing kit. We're going to take worms as well. I need to remember that because it's downstairs in a better temperature. Yeah, some lures and stuff in there. I think that's it for that. Okay, a little bit small, this one, but at least I will probably float a bit more. I'm not very worried if I drown because I can't swim. But anyway, I have it there. It's easy to have the vest. Recently I had to take the certification for the drone. As you know, I had the Spark before. It was a very small drone. But that drone compared to the Mavic 2 is two different stories. I had to take the certification after they come with the law, and then you have to have the pay and take some course, and then you have to have the insurance. I actually have that now, and the place that we're going to, is allowed to actually film. So I'm going to try. I need to check that as well. I need to recharge the battery. The power banks are also in here. This is a bit big, I know, but this is actually also not only a battery for the drone, but it also serves as a power bank for my camera stuff. So I put this in here, and then I put the USB cable, and I can recharge my camera and mobile from this. So this is the way to go. Multi-purpose things, I love that. So that's the way to go. And hopefully we can film a bit, and the kids also love it when you bring this stuff in and try to fly a bit, and perhaps they can try. We will see. Okay, almost there. This is in here. Most of the space is the twin pack raft from Kokopelli. It's like a cano for two people. Oliver and I have tried like 3 times now. I haven't really filmed a lot of videos on for YouTube with it, but we have actually used it quite a lot of time. I should do a review. It's a more bigger pack raft. It's practically a canoe. You can kind of have a canoe in here, but you can have a double pack raft. So I bought it mostly because of the kids. Oliver has his own paddle. I bought another one because I only have one. So the one of those are for my stepfather, and then I have the other one for me. And then this pack is for storage, mostly at home. Might be, it doesn't have any frame on the side, but you can probably use it to carry, but I don't think this is going to be very good for your back if you're going to do this. So this is mostly only a storage thing, and perhaps you can put the pack raft inside, the backpack inside here as an extra waterproof protection. So, and then you have the Rogue. The Rogue is the expedition pack raft. You can see it here. I have taken this with me. Well, these are the seats. These are the seats. These are some extra stuff for the seat. And then the thing we're going to be using for sitting, both the pack raft and outdoors, is going to be this kind. It's like an inflatable sittable pad that it works very good. So we don't really need to bring like a Helinox chair or the Thermarest chair for the sleeping pad and those stuff. We're only going to use this time. A new addition is the anchor. I have been trying to buy this thing for a long time. This is the squid anchor division. You fold it out with the paracord, you put some stones, and then you throw it out when you are pack rafting, and then you pack raft, they hopefully stand still when you perhaps locate some fish with the chirp, and then you see, oh, there's the spot, like Oliver say, oh, big fish here, okay, throw the anchor. He's going to try to do that as well, and we're going to try to fish for that big fish this time, staying at the place because our pack raft moves a lot. More seats, and then we have a new another fancy thing that we're going to take with us as well. This is a sail. So we're going to try to do some sailing with the pack raft as well. Hopefully, if there's a lot of wind, we're going to try to see how fast we can bring the pack raft with us. I have never used it before. I bought this very cheap on internet because I know these things also cost quite a lot. And here is the Rogue. The Rogue is the expedition pack raft that I used. This is for Cocopelli. We got D7 pack. This is mostly sponsored, but I bought most of this myself. It has a white water. This is mostly meant for white water class 2. It's a bit too heavy for this kind of trip. You don't really need this kind of pack raft. But hell, I cannot buy all the pack rafters in the world either. So I take what I have and I will use this. And both of the pack raft are packed inside this, and it's very easy to actually take with us. So those are the watering thing, and I think my stepfather is going to find this very fun. This is a new technology, the pack rafting stuff, that is actually works. It's not a piece of crap at many of the inflatable stuff that I also have reviewed before and tried. Pack rafts are great. I think Oliver also like it as well. And back there is my laughing with it. This is my quilt for underground quilt. It's in his stuff bag. I've been using it for like 3 years now. I don't know. I see Joe Robin actually copying my custom colors. Some camouflaged color, very cozy. love it. If it in case of emergency, I can use the other side, so I can call for help. And this will be packed inside the. This is a recommendation from my friend Joachim. Event waterproof. Very tight waterproof. You can pack it very small. Inside there is a great thing to have when you are dealing with the pack raft and stuff. So that's it, guys. Some couple of things I'm still missing, like food. It's going to be homemade, most of it. That is my stepfather is in charge of that, because I have a lot of things to think about here, and hopefully we can have a nice time with all this stuff that provides a very good experience outdoors, and you actually love outdoors. I love these kind of things, all from this pump to the shoes my kid is wearing, to the tarp, to the watering stuff. This lightweight stuff is very practical. It filters the water so you don't get diarrhea. This stuff is great. You don't really need much. You can head outdoors and have a really nice time with only the clothing you are wearing. So you don't really need this stuff. But then you can pack raft, for example. You can probably use a lot of hours to make a pack rafting, natural pack raft, but it's not the same. You use your time, and there's a lot of great things that can provide with some fun and some great experience. Gleder du deg?
Til hva?
Til å dra på tur? Oliver is watching his favorite flip clip. The flip clip is some gaming stuff, people that you normally like to watch. Let's see. So he wants some, even though he has actually watched the same episode over and over again. He liked to game. His father as well. So hopefully we can take a break from all the gaming and head out and hopefully catch some fish with all this fancy gear and have a nice time. So see you outdoors in the next weekend. Sunday probably it's going to be good. Bye.